xDimsii here, and today I am doing what I did about a month ago, which is making my picks for week one for major four qualifiers. Now, reason why I am doing this because I want to take a different approach. However, I am doing this with a friend of mine known as Fake Sports News Chris.
What's up, everybody?
What's
Yo,
that?
yo, yo. What is up, everybody? Chris here from Fake Sports News, doing my first collab in a long time with my brother Dimsii. It's really nice that we were finally able to do this. Our schedules, of course, didn't line up for the last major. We both had a lot of stuff going on, but we are finally able to find the time to work for both of us because we're both working men, busy. So it's nice that we could finally do this, man, and it's been absolutely great getting to know you in the little bit of time that we've gotten to know each other, and I'm just happy we're doing this.
Yeah, I know. This is just a different atmosphere because it's my first time doing something like this, especially with another creator. Because I haven't collaborated with any other creators in a long time. And
Same.
now I'm just happy to just do this with someone.
I am too, man. It's a
You want?
big, like, step up, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Tell me, actually tell the legends that about yourself. Actually, like, how you get into COD? Who's your favorite CDL team? Because all the legends know. They know
Alright.
what the subliners. I stand clear.
Well, if you guys could not see my POV, I'm throwing up my Faze jersey right now. I'm from Atlanta.
Oh, I wish I had a camera on, dude. But it's okay. He's a face man. It's all
Yes.
good.
So I grew up in Atlanta. I went to middle school, high school, college there, and yeah, like I got my degree in social sciences and stuff. So I've always loved data science. That's why I became an analyst in the space. And about 5 years ago, I saw Nate Shot start 100 Thieves, and I thought, hey, I want to be a part of this esports thing. I've been doing this. I've been in the game since Black Ops 2 as a viewer, and I want to make sure that I'm a part of history. So that's why I started my channel to preserve esports as it was before franchising and everything. Wanted to just keep the beauty of it rolling, and that's how I'm here. So yeah. What about yourself, man? How'd you get started in this crazy world of esports?
Man, from BO2, that is crazy, man. I'm glad you're a chill dude, because I came around in COD around World War II. However,
Okay.
the first time when I ever got into esports was Overwatch. That's the
Mm.
funniest part to some people because everybody, Overwatch was just a scene that was popping. XQC, everybody was on the Dallas Fuel bandwagon. Like I was 14 years old, so I didn't know much about the whole sports lingo or whatever. I'm gonna get clowned on for that.
Nah, you're good, bro. You're
However,
good.
yeah. However, I was on the Dallas Fuel wagon for a while, and then something happened. I'm not gonna bring it up too much. So I wasn't happy, so I just said, I'm gonna go on to New York, and I did.
You can always go home,
Like
bro. You can always go home.
I
Nothing
was
wrong with it.
I was 14 at the time. That was the funniest part. That was something that he did. I was 14. I didn't know any better. And I'm kind of glad I'm away from them because they're still doing Optic now. And I'm not rocking with them now. Gladly, with all due respect. And yeah. However, for terms of COD, I got into it around World War II because, for whatever reason, the league, the company just doesn't advertise their esport well
No,
in game.
no, not at all.
Yeah, it's just weird. And then BO4 came around. I like the 100 Thieves. I actually like the Thieves.
Thieves are
Um,
dope. Yeah, I love
however,
thieves.
yeah, but the reason why for LA Thieves is because they never came around in MW 2019. So therefore, when I saw the
Fair.
subliners, I just had to go for them.
That's
Oh
fair.
man, yeah. And I live in New Jersey, North Jersey actually, because I was born here simply, and then the whole Jersey doesn't have too many sports teams, so North Jersey goes to New York, and South Jersey just goes to Philly. Bleh.
Yeah, you guys kind of get the short end of the stick. At least you had the Nets for a little while, though. You know?
We had the Nets for a while, and then it went to Brooklyn with Traders. Bleh.
Yeah.
However, we have the New Jersey Devils, aka the Diablos,
That's true, and they're good.
Make, they're and they're making it to the playoff this year. Thank God. But anyway, let's just get started on week one,
All
shall we?
right. Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it. So I have your spreadsheet that you pulled together. As you guys can see, Dimsii pulled together a nice spreadsheet. He showed everybody's schedule from Major 3 as well as their placing at the Major. So thank you for putting together this graphic, bro. It looks really, really good, and it's very helpful.
No problem. No problem. Yeah. So looks a bit plain. If you guys do want to watch his POV, his channel's linked down below. His video will be linked down below by the time it's uploaded.
And
Yeah.
likewise,
So if you don't
if
see
you
his
want to see,
POV,
oh sorry, go ahead.
Robin? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so if you don't see the spreadsheet I made, I'm very sorry. Uh, it's just, I don't know, I didn't know how to present it on my end, so I just gave it to him, and yeah. So let's go over the last, in terms of placing. We should start from the bottom way to first. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it. So LAG, they played Rokkr, who they beat. They played Thieves, who they beat also. Legion, who they beat, right? Because they're undefeated against Thieves, so I know they definitely beat them. Rokkr went 0-5, so they definitely beat them. And then they lost to Optic and Surge. So they made winners bracket. But then obviously Arcedy's had his whole swollen hand thing, so they got knocked down. Kind of a Mickey Mouse placing.
Yeah, and it kind of sucks, man. I'm sorry if you heard those noises. I was trying to get things up,
Oh, no worries at
but
all.
okay. But yeah, um, first off, bottom four, man. Sadly, LAG, Rokkr, Ravens, the Subliners got bottom four. It's upsetting, especially because I'm a Subliners fan.
I see the subliners. I just noticed that little detail.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh.
If you guys, yeah, if you guys can see on his video, I'm pretty pissed. But whatever.
Face
Do you want
palm
to
emoji.
do you want to present the rest of the placings from Major 3?
Yeah, so in seventh place, I'm sorry, in eighth place we had the LA Thieves. Seventh place we had the Mutineers. Sixth place we had the Surge, surprisingly. Fifth place we had the Vegas Legion. Fourth place was the Boston Breach, and I'll let you do the top three.
Wait, top three. All right, top three was the Atlanta Faze. Second place was Optic Texas.
Boo.
I'm not gonna say much before the green wall pulls up in my mention again. And then the Toronto Ultra, they got first place and won the Optic Major.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to say something right now. Okay, I'm kind
What's
of
up?
glad that Optic got second here, because when they were playing Surge, the green wall over there was chanting Optic Pred. That is just some odd behavior. And the funny thing is, they were booing Ultra the entire time, right?
Yep.
When I went to New York, us Subliners fans, we got criticized for saying "fuck you, Stanley." I'm just like, what?
Optic fans did the same thing.
We're not being serious about it, by the way. Like,
No, of course not.
I'm not being nothing gruesome about Stan D. Yes, I didn't like the fact that he just stood up and shit talked when he shouldn't have. But like, it's just part of the norm. Like, I don't know. It's double standard, I guess. But
Well,
yeah, so that's all the places, huh?
I think to be fair too, like we're both fans of New York's like sports teams, and we know New York fans are like they're not understood by most people because we're just more passionate. Like if you're shitting the sheets, we're gonna let you know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess that's kind of fair, especially
you
for
know.
Rangers fans. But I don't want to get into that. So we should get into thing number one of week one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I can see the picture. So what we're talking. So legends. I know you're watching at my end. For those watching at my end. So, Mr. Fake Sports News, Chris.
Yes, sir.
Pull up pull up a video of, well, not a video. He pulled up a graphic that Doug Labine made. I don't think I totally butchered that.
All good.
So,
Shout out to
yeah,
Dr. Doug, by the way. That guy's the goat, man. That guy's the goat.
yeah. I'm actually gonna put like a picture of it on screen right now to see. For you legends, just know what I'm referring to. So, yeah, you want to go on, Chris?
Yeah, so what we're going to do is, since this is just going to cover the first week, I don't think every team plays more than one match this week, and I'm not sure what the schedule is, but what we're going to do is just go through the first two matches and kind of say what we're thinking for each of the first two matches that the teams will play. It may not be exactly lined up to the schedule perfectly, but it's just a spitball. So we're going to see what we think is going to go down. Starting with the Toronto Ultra, we have them taking on the Vegas Legion and the Boston Breach. Not sure if this is their first match or their second. I talked to Doug earlier. He said this isn't exactly in line with the schedule anymore since it changed a little bit, but it's close enough. So what are you thinking with these two series?
So first off, for this week, the Boston Breach do play the Toronto Ultra.
Beautiful. Okay.
Oh, okay, perfect. I had a brain fart there for a second. My bad. But yeah, according to this chart, Boston, yeah, they have a chance against Vegas Legion. Toronto, man, I do not think so. I don't think so. I
That's
mean,
fair.
yeah. Mm. Vegas, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, they just been up and down, and considering they added Stanley to the lineup over Guerillas, it's just crazy.
Vegas is a big question mark for me, man. I have a strong feeling. Maybe this is. I will give the caveat that Vegas is my backup team. I've been a low key Vegas fan for a while. This might be supreme copium cheese, but I do think Sandy will make a really big difference with Vegas and Hardpoint. Just because when I looked at it, I want to say like four of their hardpoint losses were within a margin of 20 points. So Vegas's big issue has just been closing out hardpoints late in the game and their late stage rotations. I think Stanley will help a lot with that because he's just a very like slow player, and he gets kills. So I think Vegas has a really good chance to upset pretty much every match that they're in this stage, with Stanley being kind of a question mark. Um, so I think it's going to be a tight one. I think it's going to be a 3-2 when they play Vegas. I think it's going to be tighter than people expect. And I think the Boston series is going to be tighter than people expect just because they are 1-1 and Boston has like chokeslammed them in the past. But I think it'll be a 3-1 and Ultra win in the respawns. I think Boston probably take the S&D, and then it's a respawn sweep for Toronto.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go over the Boston, of course. Um, I have, I have Boston 3-1 for Vegas. So
Mm-hmm.
I have Boston winning 3-1 over Vegas.
Same.
With this change, of course, changes tend to like alter a team's chemistry. If that makes any sense in any way. A change happens, of course, you have to freaking work on your chemistry for that team
Facts.
during the period of the season. Um, However, I don't feel that Vegas is still up there in terms of just slaying power. I mean,
It's fair.
so I don't know if I'm faded for saying that,
No,
but
no, you're not. I mean, keeping TJ
again,
definitely
again,
harms their slaying power.
Yeah, again, Boston does have I mean, they have Beans for crying out loud. He's not, he's different, man. I mean,
True.
Beans is just he does this thing on the map. I just don't know what to say. And for the Ultra versus Boston, 3-1 for Boston. I have to make it fair because yeah, I feel like Boston could take a respawn.
Definitely.
That's gonna be a hard point, but I feel like Ultra is just gonna come back the next year, map until map 4. So I have Ultra and 4 for Boston.
Okay, so we're thinking the same way with that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess next up would be New York. So, uh,
Oh my god.
Are these first two matches accurate for the schedule? No, they play Faze first, right?
Yep, Subliners play Faze first for only 1 week though. So.
Okay, so they have one match this week and it's just the Faze match?
Yep.
Damn. Okay, that's tough. I'm gonna say 3-2 Faze. I feel like Subliners probably take both the hard points, and Faze take the S&Ds, and then also the control, just because New York's control has been a little bit up and down, and definitely in stage 3 it was very shaky. So that's why I think Game 5 Faze. Maybe their hard point gets better, but I mean, as a fan, like I just don't have faith in their hard point right now. So I'm gonna say 3-2 Faze. I think it's a Neslo,
Damn.
you know.
God
But
damn. Okay, perfect. I have 3-2 New York, and I'm gonna get my ass fucking flamed. I know it.
no, I mean it's not crazy. Like Faze just lost an S
It's
and D,
not bad.
you know.
Faze are good. Faze are good in their searches
Hmm.
and their hard points, which they're both at the level. Problem is, Faze is a little higher, but for me, I'm gonna say that Dubliners take the hard point control, and Faze would like, Faze would probably take one search, and then Subliners would take Game 5 search. So I'm saying that Faze could take the first search,
Hmm.
the first S&D, and then the second like hard point.
Probably Mercado, not
It,
for yeah.
yeah. I mean, unless they counter like Faze's map picks, then I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, the vetoes in the Faze versus New York series every time they've played have been pretty weird. I think they played Embassy S&D one time. It's just always weird vetoes. So we'll see. Fortress is probably going to get played. It's just going to be a weird series. So yeah, I think a 3-2 on either side is probably the safest guess there, because they're going to troll the vetoes guaranteed.
Let's see for that one on Friday.
I get.
Anyway,
I know Faze's schedule at least. They play New York, obviously, which we just covered, so there's no point in doing double duty. And then they play Florida in the last match of the week. So I'm going to say for the Florida series, I'm going to say 3-1. I feel like Florida probably. Nah, I'll say 3-0. I'll say 3-0.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying 3-0 too. I'm saying 3-0 too. Florida is just not. They're just not that team. They're just
Yeah.
not that team. They haven't. They haven't. I feel like they just haven't been there since the beginning of the season.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
Like, they just haven't been there, and that's just sad because when I think of Florida, obviously I always think about MW 2019 when they got those 3 wins with that roster. Now ever since they like didn't let Frosty in the Mutineers roster in Cold War, Frosty went back to Halo, and Florida just went downhill from here.
To be fair, we also did lose a top 5 player in the world that season.
Yeah, that's right.
Because if you remember, Pharaoh was rumored to be going to New York, and he was rumored to be linking up with Hydra's SMG duo, and it sent the community into a frenzy. Because we weren't sure if they were going to get Hydra or if they were going to get Pharaoh, and people were like, oh, if they get Pharaoh, then everybody else in Roster Mania. He was literally the last piece for Roster Mania to complete it. And, yeah, everything
We were
just...
hoping for Pharaoh, and then tragic had to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Miss that guy, man.
Whatever. Well, whatever. Subliners fans, we move forward.
Facts.
Anyway, let's get away from that topic now and move on to looks like Thieves.
Yep.
Who will they be playing? They're playing the London Royal Ravens versus the Seattle Surge.
They play Surge on Saturday, right?
Yes, they do.
Okay, so Surge is their first matchup, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to say, based on the form that we've seen both teams in recently, considering both placed really poorly at the major, according to their standards and just how they perform the rest of the year, I'm going to say 3-1 for Surge. I feel like they're the best hardpoint team in the game, and their win percentage is like narrowly above Thieves and New York. It's at like 64, and theirs are at like 62 and 59 or something. But they're slightly ahead. I feel like they are just a better team in hardpoint and respawn overall, just because Pred and Sib, period, point blank. And I think Pred is probably just going to go berserk and win them all the respawns in this series, and that'll just be that, if I'm being honest.
So that was a good analyzation, by the way.
Thank you, thank you.
For the Thieves, of course. First off, for Friday, I like Thieves 3-1. London, they're making changes. I gotta give it to them. But I'm just gonna say this. I don't know. I don't think they'll improve quickly. I mean, at this point in the season, teams are gonna have to try to get that top 8 seeding and to make champ. And I know that Ravens are, if the playoffs were to start today, Ravens wouldn't make it to the playoffs again. Wait, nope. Again, I'm an idiot. They wouldn't make it in the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. So
Oh, that's right. They did make
Ravens
champs last year.
Yeah, they did. I had a little brain fart, but whatever. But yeah, I have 3-1 Thieves for that reason. And then for Surge versus Thieves, 3-2. It's only fair. Like you said, Fred is gonna do his fucking thing.
It's a
And
fact.
also, I just realized the schedule. Rokkr played twice on Saturday.
I had to do a double take
Which
when I
is-
made my video earlier. I thought it was a mistype.
I literally see this right now, and Rokkr are actually gonna play two freaking matches in one day. That is just weird.
Yeah, it
Rokkr
is.
fans are just probably gonna live it up because of the momentum. And you know what? We should get on to Rokkr, shall we, for Saturday?
Yeah, might as
We
well.
covered Friday. Yeah, okay.
I'll
So,
say
I'm
3-1
gonna
London also. I agree with everything you said. I think they probably take the S&D, and then that's pretty much it. But, yeah. We'll move on to Rokkr.
For Rokkr, I have a... Okay, yeah, for Rokkr, I have 3-2 Rokkr. Like I said for Florida before, Florida just has not been there. But at the same time, Rocker's been having issues with... Of course, they dropped the Tatch, which is really unfortunate for Fame. And then the coaching thing, for making them play certain roles that they don't want to play, is just really unfortunate and kind of upsetting to see.
It is.
However, I do have a belief that Attach will get on a team next year. Seeing Attach not playing is just kind of weird.
It's criminal, bro.
Whatever.
It's honestly criminal. He's too good to not play.
It's criminal that the coaches are just literally making them play roles that they don't want to play. But yeah, 3-2 Rokkr. That's just me. Lock it in. Now, Rokkr versus the Los Angeles Guerillas. Guerillas, man, they're going through a huge storm right now. I don't know what is going on with the guard over there. The Guerillas, they have a hard schedule, man. Aside from Vegas, they have a hard schedule. So I'm just gonna give Rokkr 3-1. Rokkr in 4.
Yeah, I'm going to agree.
I just think Guerillas take a hard point for map 1.
I agree with everything you said. I think it's a 3-2 over Florida also. I think Florida is a really good S&D team, so I expect Rokkr take map 1, Florida take map 2, and then they probably take map 4. Florida, that is. And then Rokkr, a really good control team, so I expect them to take map 3. And I expect them to close out the game 5. If it gets to a game 5, though, I'm kind of scared because Florida is a really, really good S&D team. They're actually the second best S&D team in the game, and third is Vegas. So that's interesting to note. So yeah, if it goes to a game 5, I feel like Rokkr will just ice it up just because honeymoon phase. But yeah, I'm gonna say game 5 Rokkr for the Florida series, and then LAG. I'm gonna agree with you 3-1. I feel like LAG, they probably win the S&D if anything, and then they get swept in the respawns.
Yeah, and it's gonna be momentum based too, because these schedules and majors has just not been that perfect. I mean, for the subliners major, I was hoping New York would win that major last year, and then people were saying Thieves were gonna win that because they had momentum, and they were right. I mean,
Sure.
I'm definitely not fucking hurt from that, but because I saw that in person.
Oh
However,
no.
people are right about the schedules. I mean, winners should just not be first. Losers round 4 should be first, then winners, then losers final. You get the point.
I 100% agree with that. There's way too much time that passes between winners final and grand finals. Like Ultra, they won map one, but I was really surprised.
Yeah. Daniel Tise, please, if you're listening, change it. With all due respect, change it.
Please,
Thank you.
Dan, we're begging. Please.
Anyway, so we already covered Surge Ultra,
Mm-hmm.
Faze, Mutineers. We haven't touched on Optic yet,
We have
which they
not.
only play on a Sunday against the Ravens. Now, as much as I don't like Optic, of course, you know what? I gotta uncover my camp for you, Legend. I am sorry. I gotta cover my camp. There we go. Here's the predictions for Surge versus Ultra right here, 3-1. And I have Optic 3-0 against the London Royal Ravens.
3-0 against Lemons. I mean, yeah. I mean,
It's a bit. I feel it's a bit bold. It's a bit bold.
no, not really. I mean, we don't know what to expect from Yuli, so when you don't know, going with the team that just got second after literally making like an insane losers bracket run from what losers round one all the way, losers round one all the way to grand final, like that's a good bet to make. I mean, Optic, they really looked questionable going into the event, but they finally figured out how to play as a team, and we all knew that they would be S tier once they figured out how to play with Dan. So I'll say a 3-0 is fair. I'm going to go with a 3-1 just because I don't know what game mode London will be good at. They were really close to being a good team in the last stage. So I think they'll take a map, and I think Yuli will definitely be looking to make a point. So that's why I have London taking a map. But yeah, I think Optic win that series pretty convincingly.
Yeah, definitely. Optic might as well just win that series with London. And again, they have just been god awful this season. And again, at this point in the season, you gotta try to win every match that matters for champs. Or else you're just
Facts.
not gonna make it in the playoffs.
Facts. This is do or die time.
Yeah, do or die. Subliners are fine, but I'm just starting to get a little worried.
I'm starting to get worried for Vegas, man. They're my backup. I can't be embarrassed if I end up going to champs at like in Vegas with my Vegas Legion jersey on. Like I'm not trying to be sitting there sad, you know, like.
Wow.
So that's where my head's at right now. Cause Faze is fine. I'm not worried about them.
That's really fun.
We got to Surge already, right? They just had the one match against Thieves, right?
We got to the Surge match against Thieves.
All right.
So, we touched on Ultra 3-1 Surge,
Mm-hmm.
and of course Surge 3-2 Thieves. So, yeah, I feel like we actually covered everything this week. All the matches we had this week for week 1.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit hard now because we were on a 2-week period, and now we're just starting to get back to the slopes of CDL, and I'm happy to be back, even if it's just for one day. I mean, you Faze fans are lucky as hell, but you know what? This is pretty worth it because the next 2 weeks it's gonna be an adventure. It's gonna be a ride. Yeah.
Are we really lucky? Because we have to play that man Cult Havoc. I'm terrified, dude. I'm scared of the Greasy Gang, bro. I'm terrified of Havoc.
Mutineers. Yeah, y'all should have to match up. Faze are gonna have it.
You don't understand, bro. It's Cult Havoc. Do you know what he does in 1v1s? Not lose. I'll tell you that much. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I mean that's everything. This was a W collab as always. Yeah, if you guys want to see more of this, be sure to, of course, show some love to that like button, and be sure to go give Dimsii a sub. He makes great content always, and I just enjoy watching his content like normally as it is. If I'm like, you know, just chilling at lunch and he upload a video, I'll always check it out. So you know, be sure to go show my guy some love. He's always spreading positivity, making great content. So you won't be disappointed.
I also pretty appreciate that, and I suggest you legends do the same for Chris, aka Fakesportsnews. Great content. He's been on this for like about 5 years now, as he said before. And yeah, W collab as always, and we actually might be doing more of this in the coming weeks. So Be
Most
prepared.
definitely. Be on the lookout. Something dangerous is on the way. That sounds so ominous, but yeah, I would love to do this like going into the next week of matches. So if you guys want more content, just be sure to run up that like button. Don't be strangers. And yeah, we'll keep chilling and making good content for you. So
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be doing the same with him, and it was actually fun doing this whole collab. Even though it was a bit new, it was a new atmosphere for me. So
it was fun to figure it
appreciate those
out.
who made. Go on.
No, I was saying it was fun to figure it out, man. It was just cool.
Yeah. So again, thank you all for stopping by, listening to our whole takes on week one, and I just hope New York can get this win this week. With all due respect.
Well, respectfully, I'm hoping that even though I am a displaced New York sports fan, I'm hoping that my home team can get the win. So,
Okay. That's
all
fair.
once again, this is Chris from Fake Sports News. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you have a great morning, noon, or night wherever you may be on this beautiful planet, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.
All right, and legends, as he said. I hope you guys have a good day, night, noon, whatever. I love you, legends. Remember, please check out Fake Sports News, aka Chris. I'm an idiot for that, but check
No,
that
don't
out.
sweat it.
And yeah, please let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. Me making it with Epson Chris. Yeah, love you all. Peace.